Hello and welcome back to Sprite Guard Plays Approaching Infinity. It's been quite a while since I did an episode of this game, but this is a full release now. It is available for purchase. It is done. It's amazing. I am really happy to be playing it. I've been following this since version 0.0.2, so it's kind of a big deal that this has finally... So many of the early access games I've been following have been coming to completion recently. There's Vagante, just got early access release not too long ago. This game, Pixel Sphere, just had a big update. So there's a lot of exciting stuff going on, but today we're going to be looking at Approaching Infinity and trying to make sense of it. There's so much in this game, and it now actually has a pretty large manual, but I'm going to get started before I just talk over the title screen for Ages and Ages. So, as I usually do, I'm going to start out with the Light Explorer because it's the ship I'm the most comfortable with. I think it feels like it's not as strong as it was in some of the early versions, which is probably a good thing. And I'm not going to take any pay it forward, I'm going to play on medium. So let's get started. So one of the new things since the last version I played is the specializations that you pick. And we can pick between a whole bunch of different specializations that our captain gets, and then we can hire other officers that have other specializations. So I don't know what the most useful of these are yet. I think that improved weapon cooldown is the one that makes the most sense to me. Increased weapon damage also makes the most sense. So I think for now I'm going to go with one of those. Away team HP and damage actually might be appealing because my away teams tend to get eaten by monsters when I'm doing the planet exploration missions are the ones that I find the hardest. So as I'm thinking about that, I think that is actually, or maybe sidearm range. That may actually be the one that I want because I know that I often have trouble with being able to see monsters that I can't shoot. So I think, actually, now that I think about it, I think about the exploration missions being the ones I struggle with the most, and the particular way in which I struggle with them. I think that Marksman is the one that I want to go with. I'm not going to play the tutorial. I am going to play with permadeath, because this is, after all, a roguelike. So you can see the menu has updated quite a bit since the last time I played this. There's a lot more options, and I'm going to just kind of get right into it. I'll probably play 1 or 2 sectors in each episode. I haven't really decided how I'm going to do it. We found the banker station very quickly, which is nice, but almost too quickly because I want to explore a little bit more before I actually dock and hire crew and take on missions. So let's explore this planet a little bit, see if we can find anything. So these plants have a lot of hit points, I've been noticing. I have played this version a little bit before I started doing these videos because I wanted to get a sense for what had changed, what kinds of things to notice. Looks like we still can't hit stuff at the outer range of our vision, so better weapons are definitely something that we will be looking for in the future. So I want to... okay, we've already run into some pirates. So I want to explore the sector before we dock. And I need to pay a little bit of attention to what's going on because I actually could have gotten the jump on that pirate, I think, if I'd been paying a little bit better attention. And that's always the challenge with turn-based games. when I'm doing these videos is that I want to keep things sort of flowing. And I'm often not able to do that while also playing really carefully. So my hope is that I'll be able to play carefully without too badly breaking the rhythm. So achievement unlocked. Don't come any closer. Kill 25 monsters with melee. $10,000 added to pay it forward. So that's we can take some extra starting money. That's what that does for us. And I'm not actually sure what I pressed to make that go away. Oh, space, of course. It's always space. So we have poison damage, so I think I just want to get out of here. The entire Oasis team survived its mission, so that's alright. Asteroid mining is still, I think, one of the weaker elements of the game, but I'm prepared to have that change. I'm prepared to discover more about it, and there again, I could have shot that if I'd been paying attention. But it feels... Right now it feels a lot like in The Binding of Isaac, there's these poops that you shoot, and sometimes they have something in them, usually they don't. It kind of feels the same sort of thing of, you want to mine all of the asteroids because they might contain something, but most of it is just not accomplishing anything. So we're very nearly done with this sector. We've explored everything there is to see. We haven't landed on every single planet, but we know where the warp point is. We have a good basis for starting out. So now we're going to restock, hire a full crew, and sell all of our data. And we actually picked up some commodities that we can sell. And then a Starship Outfitters. And we can get, let's see, a plasma screen that's a straight upgrade in... Let's see, I want to see what our actual gear is. So our shields have 50, that would be 75, and then cooldown of 7, so it would be an improved cooldown as well. And then surplus stun shotgun... Looks like it would be an improvement over, let's see, damage and ADJ, which I don't know. Oh, adjacent targets. So I guess that's what it does at close range. So both of those look like pretty good upgrades, and it looks like I can get both of them easily, so I'm going to do that. And then this used defensive piercing cannon is 2 down and 2 up. So I want to see which ways it's... Okay, it's a lot worse damage, worse range, better cooldown, fewer supplies, and 1 weapon slot. So that is an improvement in cooldown that might be pretty valuable because it can sometimes be more useful to be firing constantly than to be doing a lot of damage. But it only doubles our fire rate, and it does not actually double... I mean, what am I saying? Okay, our damage right now is more than double what our damage would be with this used defensive piercing cannon. So we would actually end up doing less damage even though we would be firing twice as often. So I'm not going to go with that. Now I did pick up a couple of things, so we can sell some stuff at the pawn shop or we can craft it. And this kinetic field is worth 9,000, so I'm going to sell it, but the needle shotgun is worth so little money that I'm actually going to keep it, and I'm going to just use it for crafting. So they want us to locate a mysterious anomaly. That's one of the easier missions, so I'm going to accept it. And then I think that's everything we want to do at this station. I'm going to now look at the time, and we've been going for about 10 minutes, so I think probably I'm going to do one more sector, and then I'm going to wrap it up at that. So here we have a pirate that is hunting me, and we took it out in one shot, so that was nice. So that's why paying attention in this game is very important, because it's something that can save us a lot of trouble. So let's head to Sector 2 and locate a mysterious anomaly, mine some asteroids. Now, the asteroid miner is able to get into these small asteroid fields. There again, I was not paying very good attention, unfortunately. So it's very nice with the asteroid miner to be able to get in there and get all of the other asteroids, but until we get an upgrade, we'll just be mining the ones that are not in asteroid fields. That's quite a lot of tentaculons right there. And they don't seem to be going anywhere. Well, I will try not to interfere in their endeavors, as they always request. There's a Gruff. And Gruff actually want you to fight them, and you actually can get some good things if you manage to defeat enough Gruff. So we're going to look toward fighting them. I have generally been avoiding violent games because it's been just a little bit tiring for me to see violent game after violent game and violent story after violent story, but I've been avoiding them for long enough that now I kind of feel like I'm ready to go back and play a few of the ones that are my favorites. That's why I haven't been playing as much Vagante as I thought that I would be playing, is because it's just not as appealing to me to play violent games as it used to be. And so I've just not really had as much desire to play it as I expected I would. But this game, I've been waiting on for so long, and the person who makes it is such a great guy that I keep thinking about this one. And I think part of it is also that this is a very big game. And it's a game that I'm really eager to explore and learn about. I want to check our shields because we're getting into a lot more combat than I anticipated, and things are going really badly for us right now. So I want to duck behind the screen and hopefully sneak out of here and avoid that pirate ship. Let my shields charge a little bit, and then just kind of try to stay out of trouble. Try to stay behind cover as much as possible. I think the tactical nature of this is really appealing to me. I think that's part of it, because the cover is so important. So we've made it to a station. That's very, very good. We can sort of rest and recharge here. See if we have, we can sell some raw ore. And then we can look at supplies, or equipment, I mean. And it looks like there is nothing that we want. So let's just pick up a mission. Take the mysterious package to the banker station. That's the easiest mission we can get. So that's very nice. And then we will head out of here. And we've got another pirate on our tail already. So I want to be just very cautious about how I navigate through cover. It's not really a priority to defeat these pirates. It's more of a priority to just kind of stay out of trouble and complete the missions that I've been given. There are bounty hunter missions that will come up sometimes, so we may start going after pirates more aggressively in the future. But for now, I really just want to locate this anomaly without getting too badly hurt. So I'm going to head down this way and hope that it is someplace that we can get to without fighting the pirates too much. And it looks like our shields have recharged, so I don't have to worry as much about that now. We've managed to get some breathing room, and we can continue to stay in cover and avoid combat as much as possible, and then get into combat kind of on our own terms. That's one of the nice things about these really crowded, nebula-heavy realms, is it really makes it easier to avoid combat and kind of make the combat happen on your own terms. So this anomaly is being pretty elusive. So it may be in that kind of lower right-hand area that we haven't really explored at all. It looks like something can see us that we can't see, which is kind of the problem with these nebula sectors. But I think we can do okay. So I definitely find turn-based games a lot harder to commentate than real-time games, and I think the main reason is because I feel like I need to continuously be moving, but there's so much information to take in most turn-based games, that the amount of my brain that's taken up by commentating ends up really putting a damper on my performance, because nothing is offloaded to muscle memory. It's all just thoughts and observation. And so that is really difficult to commentate, because so much of my thoughts are going to... Did I not accept the anomaly mission? I need to now look. Let's see. Travel to Sector 2 and locate a mysterious anomaly. Return to any banker station when done. And we are in Sector 2, so... Are there any... Let's see. There are not any spaces left uncovered. That's interesting. So, I do not know where it is. And I don't know where it could be. I think that my experience has been that anomalies are often hiding under asteroids, which is part of the reason I've been really trying to grab every asteroid I see. And now we haven't actually... I thought maybe we had accidentally found it and I hadn't noticed because of the issue that I mentioned about not being able to split my attention as well as I would like to. But we can restock, and one thing that I keep forgetting to do that I really want to do is open up the crafting menu. Because we have... Let's see, I don't know what the buttons are. Shift to change crafting screens. So yeah, we can break the ordinary needle shotgun, and then we can start a test. So GHOPS. And we can see what those make. And it looks like we can keep 2 of those. Looks like we've discovered 2 parts of a recipe. So we'll need to find more of those parts in order to perform a test. But that is the beginning of a test. And it looks like we don't know any effects yet. So I really like the crafting in this game. It feels really similar to the crafting in Skyrim, but with a bit more volatility, because the crafting recipes are different every time. And it seems a lot more complicated. I find that crafting-focused games often I find a little bit tiring, just because you spend all of your time crafting. But with games like this that have a crafting system that's really strong and interesting, I really like that when they have that. So, I don't know how to locate the mysterious anomaly in this sector. I don't know what I'm missing. There may be some asteroids that I didn't get. I may need to go through and scour a little bit more carefully. I'm not too hung up on it. I want to just go to Sector 3. And we have a mission in Sector 3 as well, I believe. Yes, we do. So that will be what we'll do in the next episode. I would love to hear your thoughts about this series, if it's something that you find interesting. If you have any ideas about how to make it a little bit easier to commentate a turn-based game, I would love to hear about it. If you think that I should play more slowly, or if you think that I should play more sloppily, I would love to hear about that. I'd also love to hear your thoughts about this game. I will put a link to buy it in the description. I'm really enjoying it so far. I feel like I've seen so little of it that it's difficult to give like a really substantial recommendation, but I am really pleased with it so far. And it really seems like there is a lot in here. So as I continue, I will definitely be looking to see as much of this game as possible so that I can give you a stronger recommendation in the future. So thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.